That's wild. Good morning. Good morning, good people of the internet. Welcome to Saturday Morning Cartoons. Let's see, let me post the link here if you want to jump on. Copy that. Can't post comment to some destination. Yeah. All right. There we go. All right. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Besides me. All right. Good morning. I got the studio set up here with the lighting right this time. If I turn on my regular light, it has a big old glare. Still get a glare. You can see it from just my iPad. Oh, there we go. I get a bit of a glare, but it's a lot better if I just turn on this little lamp I got over in this corner back here. Oh man, I've been up for a while. My coffee's already pretty much gone. I'm gonna drink that up, but I'm ready. I'm ready because now I got my prune juice. I love it, prune juice. Oh, delicious. Got a little prune juice. All right, hold on. So this morning I'm going to do something a little bit different before I get started on continue work on page 50. I got a bunch of books sitting over here. But I want to tell first, I want to grab this one. This is one of my books. See if you can see it. Detective Perez and the Rust City Stabber. So this is my one of my Detective Perez comics that I worked on, and it was published in 2014, I believe. Man, that's a long time ago. Anyway, just the other day, my friend John just messaged me. I mean, we're good friends and everything. We grew up together, our family, like family friends. I call him John. I mean, he's my friend John, but his name is Juan. Juan Cruz is his name. And he messaged me the other day and was like, hey, because 2014 was a while ago. He's like, hey, wasn't I in one of your comic books? Because I think he probably saw that I've been posting comics lately. And so maybe it reminded him. So I said, heck yeah, man, you were. And so I went and found the comic that he was in. And so this is it. And I'm going to show you where my friend is in the book. I'm going to find it here. Yeah, here it is. So in this book, I just had like these chapters, and one of them was called Introducing Juan Cruz. So then this character, Juan Cruz, comes in the next pages. Actually, no. There's one. He's dead. So this is John, my friend John, right here, laying on the ground, all cut up, stabbed to death, bleeding all over. He's dead. So, and here's a guy picking his nose. I don't know what. This has been so long ago, I don't even know what's going on. But anyway, what happened to Juan is this is him getting killed right here, stabbed. So that was kind of fun. I'm like, yeah, you're in the book, man. You're getting stabbed to death. So that was cool. Anyway, this is so I'm going to go through some books that I have sitting on my shelf over here and just show you some pages from them and talk about them. Anyway, this is one of my Detective Perez graphic novels. You can, if you don't know much about them, you can see what they kind of look like this, This one is 228 pages, I believe. And it's good. It's fun. It's like a real fast read, hard-boiled detective story, Kind of like I'd say you mix up The Wire and 48 Hours. Remember that 48 Hours mystery kind of documentary show? And Law and Order. Mix those all up and put them in a comic book. That's what you got here, hopefully. That's what I'm going for. So anyway, let me move my iPad out of the way here so I can get some more books. So that's that one. Since we're on that, let me set my iPad over here. Oh, my pencil. I need my pencils. Since we're on that, I'll go ahead and show my first Detective Perez graphic novel. That's this one, Welcome to Rust City. This was the first one published in 2011. This is fun. This one actually includes, let me see if I can find, this guy gets shot. But then he's just standing there because he's a vampire. So he gets shot, but that doesn't kill him. But then this girl puts a wooden stake through his heart, and that'll kill a vampire, see? So that's how you kill vampires. Put a wooden stake through their heart. Oh, there you go. Here's a vampire. So then Perez figures it out, and he's got to put a wooden stake through his heart. So yeah. So you can see this is my first one, and I think my art has come a long way since then. I hope it has. Wait, there's some. Oh, Perez went and got himself some gold teeth. Anyway, this is fun. All right, so these are these. I got to show you a couple books. Let's see if I can get this one here. Not that one. Moment Detail. Man. Oh, man. Where is it? Come on, yo. What's the book I'm looking for? Okay, here we go. Nope, not it. Maybe I just don't have it here. Here it is. Jesus, no. This is way harder than it needs to be. Sorry, guys. Hang on a sec. All right. After this, I'm just going to grab what's on top. Okay, so when I wanted to do the graphic novel, I was inspired by a cartoonist named Tim Broderick, who was working on graphic novels back, I don't know, in the late 90s, early 2000s, I believe. So this was his first one. Here's his second one. So they look kind of familiar, right? They are just like mine, almost. Tim Broderick, yeah. And it was a hard-boiled detective. So, but I copied it or the style of it, but made it my own. So there's no shame in that. His was really good, and I liked it, and I wanted to do something similar, but add my own twist to it. And so, it's like if you're a guitarist and you're like, I like, I don't know, Van Halen or whatever, you write a song like them, but you make it your own song. So that's kind of what that is. Ain't no shame in it. And I could see, like, he did as far as I know, he's only done these 2 novels. His style is really cool to me. I love it. And he has the same, the guy with the black suit and a tie. But I could see his art improve from his first one to his second one. So he was smart enough to stop after 2. I'm working on my 3rd, so not sure what's wrong with me. But anyway, These are awesome. I love them. A couple of my favorite things to have. Hopefully the house doesn't burn down and I lose them. All right, now I got a big ass stack of books over there. What I'm gonna do is just grab what's on top, and we're gonna look at it. We're just gonna look at it. All right, so here we go. I don't even know what's coming up here. All right, this. Oh, Path of the Pale Rider. It's this is like an independently published comic book from a girl named Lori Calcaterra, and the art is by Marco DeFillo, and it's on a Kickstarter. Path of the Pale Rider. So I like these like independent comic books, and this one's really done. It's like a zombie story, right? Kind of, like The Last of Us or Walking Dead, but it's got a different kind of twist to it. So it's really good. It's kind of a Western too, which I dig that. So yeah, the art's really great here. I love it. And the story's cool. And this Lori Calcaterra, she is really entertaining. Like she just loves this comic, and she's the writer, and she's got all kinds of riddles and thing. I mean, she just makes it so much fun. The only thing I'd say is she's got such a big long story, and I think they're on issue number 3. And she said she's written like 26 of them or something. And it just takes them so long because it's independently done. It takes them so long to publish it, I feel bad for her because she's just so excited about it. But she's going to have to sustain this excitement for, so long for it to get done. But it's really good. It's really good quality. It's great. I mean, look at that. That's just top notch, here. So, and the writing is really good. I'm impressed by it. So impressed. I think I need to take a drink of prune juice. God, you guys should feel bad for me. Okay, what do we got next? Here we go. All right. This is Life in Space. It's an anthology done by the 100s. And what this is I want to talk about this later. The topic here is progress with short-term goals. I'm going to talk about this book. And 100 Days, there's a bunch of people participating in a thing called 100 Days of Making Comics. This is an anthology. It's a comic book of short stories done by different artists. And so all kinds of different artists submit their short stories. But I mean, look at this. This is great fun. Little short stories, fun to read. I read all these and they're super, super cool. All different styles. And here's one from Marshall. Yeah, just great fun. Look at that artwork. So this is super cool. And I'll talk more about this later. All right. So what's next? I'm grabbing. Oh, this doozy right here. This is amazing. Okay, this is what's called an omnibus. Plume. There's this woman, Kaylin Smith, is her name, and she writes and draws story and art by Kaylin Smith. Look at this. Look at this bad devil. This is a big ass book. And the artwork is beautiful. She signed it for me. Bingo. But yeah, the artwork is good. It's kind of like this dude's sort of magical. And it's I guess you'd call it a Western. It's set in that time, sort of steampunk. I think it's a Western. Man, it's been a while since I read it. But it's great. Look at the artwork. She's really talented. So, and I believe she's from Michigan because I did see her just at the GR Comic Con a couple weeks ago. So she's I think she lives in Michigan. Anyway, she's pretty prolific too. This is not her only book, but this is a series of comics that she put into a book, and then she's done several. So, Kaylin Smith, this book was expensive, but it's great. I really like it. So, let's see. Let me put this here. I'm gonna make my stack over here because I'm getting crowded. All right, let me grab what's on top next. Okay. This is a great book. This is not a comic book, though. This is a book by J. Robert Deans, who I became familiar with JRD as he goes by from watching Jamar Nicholas. Tired? Do I sound tired? Good morning, Jim. Hey, good morning, Jim. I was up late. No, I'm tired because I'm depressed. Boo Lakers, boo Lakers. Good morning, Jim. You're on your way to the coffee shop. Hope you get some good art done today. Yeah, I'm just going over some books that I have sitting on my shelf over here before I start drawing. I kind of didn't. By the way, and I'm kidding. I kind of didn't think they were going to win Game 6. No, they look like they should. I didn't watch the game last night, but I mean, from what I understand, they pretty much. Well, I checked the score. Like it was like 29-15. So Lakers had them the whole way, which they should. But they're number 7 seed, so that tells you they took this regular season off. So and the Golden State is just not quite what they were last year. They don't have any size. I can't remember who they had last year, but the guy Looney, I think this year just doesn't. He's not quite the presence they need. I think that's what it looked like to me. They got Anthony Davis. You can't stop that guy. You can only hope to contain him. Anyway. Good morning, Jim. Good to see you. Like I said, I hope you get some good artwork done at the coffee shop. All right. Anyway, JRD here, he writes this. This is a kid's book. And I actually read the thing. And it was actually really fun. It's a good book. It's a good story. He's got a few of these books about this koala bear. The characters that we come up with are hilarious. But I became familiar with him from watching Jamar Nicholas has got a Thursday night, stream on YouTube called the YouTube channel is Pencil to Pencil, and Jamar Nicholas goes on there every Thursday at 9 p.m. and it's a lot of fun. He's a really great cartoonist. I have his books as well, and but yeah, it was fun to get a book from somebody on there, and it does have some artwork in it. Like here's his main character, the koala bear. But it's mostly just like a regular kid story. It was really fun. Anyway, that's another one. I don't think I'm going to go through all my books over here. There's too many. This is one of my art books. This is one of my third art book and the last one I did in 2020. And it just has some of the artwork that I've been working on for the last few years. I just would collect it into an art book. Just comic book stuff. So I guess in 2020 I was doing a lot of portraits and caricatures. There we go. There's Mr. National. There's my friend the Hulk. There's Kobe. There you go, Jim. Drew Kobe Bryant. Oh, okay. So Jim says, "Old man voice." Why, I can remember meeting Gennaro Nicholas back in 2003 San Diego Con, chatting with him on the fanboy message radio boards. Yeah, I started following Jamar right about 2000, I think, 99, 2000. I haven't known him as long as you, but maybe I've known of him longer than you, Jim. I started following him and Keith Knight at the same time, and Lonnie Millsap. I remember Lonnie was posting cartoons back then too. Speaking of Lonnie, let me grab his books out of here. I know I got some in here. Hold on, let's see. Okay, no, I don't have his books over here, but I grabbed Keith Knight's books, so here we go. Okay, I'm going to tell. That's awesome, though, that you've known him since 2003. He's a good dude. In fact, that's Tim Broderick. That's all those guys. Tim Broderick, Lonnie, Jamar, the PvP guy, Scott Kurtz, I think was his name. He was doing web comics back then. The Too Much Coffee Man, I think, was doing. There's a guy named Mexican guy from Texas. He plays guitar. I can't think of his name right now. He's a great he's a great cartoonist. There was a guy named Indigo Kelly back then doing like this fantasy kind of like Lord of the Rings comic. I think he lived in Oregon. He was cool. Yeah, that was a fun time back then. Everybody was doing web comics. It was kind of like a new, the internet was still kind of new. Jim says, "Oh yeah, I've known Gerard since 1967. We played on the Montreal Canadiens together." Yeah, exactly. I know. You can beat me at everything, Jim. Whatever I can do, you can do better. Someday I'll catch up to you, but then you'll be ahead of me again. So whatever. We all got to have goals and idols, You're mine, Jim. You're my hero. Anyway, my favorite cartoonist out of all these was Keith Knight. So here I got one of his books, and he signed it for me, and he even drew me a picture on it, which is awesome. So this is like a one of a kind. And he has these great cartoons. He's I wouldn't even say he's like the funniest dude. Like Lonnie cracks me up. I mean, his cartoons are funny. They're wacky. But Keith his are like more, I don't know, make you think kind of stuff. Some of them are political, So, but yeah, like here he's got back when the terrorist fist bump was the big drama. Oh, remember those days, man? What I wouldn't give to go back to when it was the terrorist fist bump was the drama. So yeah, these are some of Keith's books. What do I got next? Oh brother, here's a little Rust City, a bloody fistful of $50. This is like just an offshoot of my graphic novel, Rust City 2099. So, and it's just a comic book, full color. Here's another art book I did in 2017. More cartoon stuff. Just stuff that I've been working on the last few years. There's Eric Dickerson, Earl Campbell. Anyway, those are great. Okay. I'm still trying to think of the guy Anyway, I can't think of it. Speaking of, here's a book by Art and Story by Frank Salazar and Anna Robb. Captain Goggles and Mask Woman comic book. Got from Frank Salazar of Salazar Art Nation. And Frank signed it, Francisco Salazar. Thank you, Frank. That was very nice. And this is a nice comic book. Frank's a great dude. He's always on a lot of our streams, and he's a big supporter of everybody's art, and just a real super nice guy. And this is his comic book. There's Captain Goggles and Masked Woman, dinosaurs. Yeah, it's a fun book. It's like smaller than I don't know what you call this. This is smaller than a comic book, though. Or wait, my hands are really big. That's what it is. I have really big hands. It's true. Everybody knows it. Okay, anyway. What's this? Here we go. Oh, speaking of Jim Lujan, I got Jim Lujan's Liquor Store Logic, the animated art of Jim Lujan. This art is incredible. And Jim, salute to you, my friend. And this isn't even half of it, because the voices and the music and the animation take this art and man, it's really awesome. So check out Jim Lujan if you can. Jim Lujan, jimlujan.com. Jim Lujan Animation on YouTube. It's awesome. Jim's a good friend too, by the way, which is important. All right. Oh, this is something Jim actually turned me on to. This is a comic book called Nash. Look at this dude. We're gonna love this guy. The art, and this is a comic book done by he doesn't even have his name on the outside of it. It's funny. It's a comic book done by a guy named Johan Peterson. I think he's in Sweden or Denmark or something like that. And man, the art in here is just wild. And it's just like a Chicago police detective. And I don't think Johan speaks English. But his book is in I don't even think his book is in English. There's not much dialogue. Please give up. Yeah. So the dialogue is really kind of wild when, but he made a ton of these books. I think some of them are in English. Some of them are not in English. Though I don't know what they are, but he's good. Yeah. So he's got some English dialogue. We are now trailing a yellow Lincoln sedan. Plate, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, that one's fine. But sometimes you can tell, like, the language, but it works, man. It's just, the art is just crazy. Super fun. Super loose, a lot of action, car chases, gunfights. I mean, it's just awesome. Look at this. Yeah, I mean, you read it and you make the sounds. You get a cityscape there. Just really kind of, I don't know what you call that. But it really works good. So it's really loose. Just it's not abstract. But it's not super detailed either. Cartoony is what it is. Anyway, great book, Nash. I think I have a few of these. What do I got next? Oh, here's Adam's book. Adam Laurie, Toad Road Comics, #2. Adam's a funny dude and real thoughtful about comics, and this is a great comic. You see his style is kind of like real cartoony, and the stories are just out of left field. I mean, they're just hilarious. They're wacky. And, you'll have this kind of stuff. He's talking to his cactus. It's at one point, there's something going on in this guy's stomach. And he shows the inside of the guy's stomach. I can't remember where that is. Or he's talking to, what seems to be the problem? This bug is talking to him, and the bug jumps into his stomach. Let me see, maybe it's on the next page. Yeah, here it is. The bug goes down to his stomach to check out what's wrong with him. Found a rotten apple in there or something. He's just wacky. Adam, those are great. All right. Let's see. Josh Kemble, 2 stories. I can't say enough about this book. The art, the writing, the creativity of Josh. If you like comics, you have to check out Joshua Kemble. Go to joshuakemble.com and buy 2 stories. It's worth it, especially if you're a fan of comics. And it's a really interesting, slice of life, autobiographical comic. The artwork is incredible. This dude, he's a crazy good artist. And a super nice guy, too. Super nice guy. Real smart. I dig Josh. What else I got here? Oh, here's one. Oh, is it? Oh, yeah, I got to show you Lonnie's book. I got one. I got more than this one. Lonnie Millsap, one of my favorite cartoonists. His cartoon. Yeah, see, this is every day. He does, I think 3 times a week. He's been doing it for years. And finally, after many years, he got into the New Yorker, and he's a New Yorker cartoonist, which is so awesome. I was so happy when that happened because he's a super nice guy and he deserves it. And his comics are really clever and unique, and they're funny. So, like, for example, my hair would be longer if the pen had more ink. Just every one of his is something goofy like that. Yeah, just funny stuff. Sigh, I didn't think my face was that long. Horse heaven. This guy went to horse heaven on accident, I guess. I think if I went to heaven, I'd go to horse heaven. That's the kind of face I have. I've heard. All right. And then this will be the last one, I think. Yeah, here's more. There's an author and cartoonist named Doug TenNapel, and he makes really great comics. The art in here is amazing, and he really inspires me. And if I can make art half this good, I'd be happy. It's so much looser than mine. I wish I could accomplish that. I get too uptight, I think, which is funny. Because I don't think I'm an uptight person, but anyway, whatever. This is great. Great story. Iron West. It's kind of like a Western steampunk type story, but it's more of a kid's story. And I think this one might be color. I got one called Ghost Opera. Is it color? Another one of his. Yeah, here, this is color. This is great. I really like this one. Look at that. Boom. He's jump on ride a horse skeleton, I guess. It's been a while since I read these, but these are great. What an awesome comic. Doug TenNapel. All right, that's enough of the books. That's what I got sitting over right here on my shelf. Before I got started on my latest graphic novel, I read a whole bunch of comics just to kind of get back into the groove of thinking about comics. Let me set these over. Geez, look at this now. Look at this pile. I just went through. Holy smokes, it's getting kind of heavy. It's getting kind of hectic. Okay. Now let me work on my comic. Okay. All right. Let's get the iPad out here. Let's get going on this bad devil. All right. Oh, you guys get to see me cheat. All right. Hopefully you can see it. I think I got my phone a little bit closer now to the iPad. I tried earlier connecting the iPad directly to this StreamYard broadcast here. And then I was going to just share the screen. But you know what? It didn't work. So I'm going to just draw on this thing. And you guys can watch if you want to. But this dude here, his name is Drive Shaft. And he's got a killer belt buckle. All right. And I don't have any music on today. I think maybe I should turn. I was just going to talk. I have a topic that I was going to talk about. Believe it or not. So in a minute, I'll start talking about that topic, which is making progress with short-term goals. All right, I'm going to start talking about it. I am not like a motivational speaker or anything. I kind of like that. Sometimes I like them. Sometimes I think they're annoying. I'm probably just like most people. So I'm not super like into it or anything. Like, okay, say like with comics, I'm not just like most people. I mean, I spend an inordinate amount of time with it, right? When it comes to like self-help, motivational speakers and stuff like that, I think I'm just like your average Joe. I kind of like it sometimes. It kind of annoys me sometimes, but I think it's pretty good usually. It's good stuff. So anyway, as you can see, the topic is progress with short-term goals. So I don't have any special insight on this. So I'm just talking to you about my experiences and what I'm going through in life and what I'm thinking about. It's like not. I'm just sharing, and you can take. I would recommend you don't listen. Anyhow, so I'm going to talk to you. Well, it's about art, but it's also about like my health and exercise. Because it's similar stuff. So what's going on is, okay, I'll just start from like I'll start from the beginning or a long time ago. I've always been into like when I was little, I was into sports. So I've always been active, really active, and then as an adult, I really like to exercise. I mean, I like to play basketball and soccer and any kind of sports. I like to move. Wouldn't say I like to run, but I would often run. And so exercising was never a problem with me. I liked being in shape, just exercise always came sort of natural to me. So now art, on the other hand, I've always liked the idea of art, but I didn't really, or I didn't always, you know, mm, do art as much as I would have. I guess as much as I wished I would have. Uh, so that I don't think that really came natural to me, when I was younger. Um, as life happens, you get older, you start figuring things out. And I would say now, the ironic thing is now I don't have a problem doing art. If I decide I want to work on a graphic novel, I will work on it and I will work on it till it's done. And I don't have, it's not like, man, I'm gonna do this and I don't do it. Like if I think of something I want to do with regards to art and art project, um, I will do it. And I mean, it's hard work and everything, and you got to kind of put your mind to it. But I've kind of got that process down, I'll say. But what's funny is now with exercise, I'm not like that anymore. Exercise, I don't want to exercise. One thing I want to do is work on my art. Um, but also, like, I just don't, I'm older. Some of my health isn't good. Hey, Tego. Okay, man, if you want to try to join in today, it'd be great to have you, bro. Let me know. The link is right up there at the top of the comments. So I hope you again, I hope you start drawing, man. I'd love to see it. We should talk this week sometime. Give me a call. So anyway, with my health, I need to exercise, but I don't want to. I'll just be honest. Like quite often I just don't feel like it. It's different than what I'm used to. So anyway, but my doctor is like, dude, you need to get moving. And I'm putting on weight, which is fine. We get older, that happens. So yeah, Tago, you saw that picture of those Knicks. Anyway, John Starks was the one that got me, man. Oh my gosh, he's put on a few pounds. Um, so anyway, I got this friend Dan who I just met recently. I met him because he has Parkinson's, like me. He's a runner. Anyway, he's really into running and really into exercise. And I don't need to really be into it, but I need to exercise more than I have been. So he convinced me to go on a run with him yesterday. First, my doctor said, it'd be like magic for you if you could run for 25 minutes a day. Well, I can't run for 25 minutes right now. I don't have the breath. I'm just really massively out of shape. Okay, here we go. Hold on. Tago's joining us. I might have to come back to the exercise story. Tago, what's going on, bro?
My guy, what's going on, big guy?
Hang on, let me see.
Yo,
Let me
my
see if I can
bad.
rearrange
Oh,
it.
there we go.
Got the coffee mug.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, let's see here. Yeah, this set here.
Beast mode.
What's good with your feet up?
Well, I already finished my coffee. I've been up for a while. I'm drinking prune juice now. It's not good. It's not good.
Bro, you trying to have an early exit is what you're working on.
Yeah, I might have to step away.
Look,
So, how you been?
man, I've been all right. Last week, man, I was like, oh, how do I get in here? I had to go to my son's house and get it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had put so many passwords on her. I don't know any of them. So it
Oh,
was like,
gotcha. That's
yeah.
funny. Yeah.
But I was on there, man. I seen where you say you're about 50 pages in.
Yeah, this is page 50 right here that I'm working on.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where do you find that drive? 1
Yeah,
through
we just
49.
huh?
when you do pages 1 through 49,
Uh-huh.
like how did you find yourself working up to page 50? Did you ever get stretched or burnt out, a little thin with patience?
No, I was kind of just talking about that with my artwork right now, and just where I'm at in life. We have seasons in life,
Okay,
and right now where I'm at in life with artwork, I don't get burned out, man. I just kind of got it down,
gotcha.
and so yeah, the motivation is not a problem. Um, my patience is not a problem. I just when I get some time, I work on it and I enjoy it,
Yeah.
and that's kind of where I'm at. It's not always like that,
Okay. All right.
but right now that's where it is for me. Now I was just saying with exercise, which I need to do, we all do.
Buddy, this
Right?
body shot I got, you not wanting it. I'm in the running for bad body contest this year. Hope I don't win it, but it's close.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I mean, I see you reposted that next photo.
Yeah.
Did you see John Starks? I was like, oh man, dude.
Hey, he around the edges.
Him and
John
Bernard
Starks
King.
almost.
Oh, Bernard, let yourself go, bro.
Hey, and look, they both look like offensive linemen at a high school or college game, a pulling guard or something. Golly.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, but with exercise, it's been tough. For me, you know,
Yeah,
we're getting older and stuff like that. So
that's a good excuse.
yeah, it's exactly what it is.
Close friend just told me, he said, man, you can do cardio. It costs you nothing. And I thought about it. He said, why don't you just park at the very end of the parking lot and walk in the store? I tried that.
Uh huh.
No, the walking to the store is fine.
Uh-huh. Oh, where you carry all this stuff back?
There it is. Because this is your thinking. I don't feel like pushing that cart back up there, so I'm going to carry the bags.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not a good idea. Yeah, it's not a good idea.
Especially like it's some weather outside or something.
Man, anything. Just the slightest reason to say it's a little too much is what I go with. Yeah. Yeah.
You got a lot of excuses
Yeah.
stashed away.
Hey, so tell me, what are the names of your characters?
Well, actually, this guy right here is Drive Shaft.
Okay.
I don't know. Right now, I'm just drawing a bunch of like different gangs.
Okay.
So I made, there's going to be like a gang war. So,
All right.
so they're consolidating gangs.
Yeah.
So these guys are going to be part of the King's Alliance, which is under the
Okay.
one gang, and the leader is the king, and then uh, the other group is going to be the Alien Posse, and their leader is the White Shadow. And
All right.
remember that show, The White Shadow?
I do remember the show,
I
The
just think
White
it
Shadow.
has nothing to do with that. I just think that's a cool name.
Oh,
So
I was going to say, you probably put that spin in there?
there's no basketball or anything, but I just think it's a cool name. So
Gotcha. Well,
anyway, and then there's the main bad guy in this movie is actually a woman, and her name is Aunt Viv. And she came up with that name because she likes to go to see the male strippers. And
oh,
there was one male stripper who called himself Fresh Prince because he looks like Will Smith.
all right.
So somehow she got the name Aunt Viv,
Hmm.
and it stuck. So it's just I'm just making shit up, man. But you
That's
throw it all
pretty cool.
together, and you got a murder and a Detective Perez, and there's a little bit of a love interest in it.
Oh,
So
man, it
all the good
sounds
stuff,
wonderful.
all the good stuff. Just make it all up, and draw it out, man. So
What? I don't even know what to say on that because I'm trying to picture this story. I'm trying. I'm trying to work my way through it already, and I hadn't even read the first line. So
you can.
what town or what time does it take place?
It's current day in a city called Rust City,
Okay,
which is kind of fashioned after Flint, Michigan. Just a
gotcha.
kind of a rundown, rough
Yeah,
city. You know, I used to live there, so
gotcha.
it kind of there's a unique vibe to a city like that. And so the people are good people. It's just a rough. You're just in a tough. Everybody's in a tough situation. So but
Oh,
anyway, that's kind of the high level view of it.
I hit the wrong button. There we go.
So
Uh, well, I guess with that, coming up with your story, is it
mhm.
something that you build on as you go, or you already pretty much have one written?
Yeah, I wrote it all out. It took me, I don't know, a month or so, maybe longer than a month to write it all out.
Okay,
Yeah, because I don't want to start drawing it and then have to go back and draw over again. I've done
gotcha.
that before. I've done that before. Draw like 30 pages and then be like, oh, this is stupid. This doesn't make any sense. Throw it all out, start over. That's no fun, man. So
Wow.
I don't want to do that. So, well, yeah, I wrote it all out. And now I'm just drawing it. You know, I'll improvise a little bit as I go,
Yeah.
but not too much. You know,
How many cameras are you using?
I got my phone, which is right in front of me.
Gotcha.
It's kind of like
Yeah.
hanging on a little thing, and that's what's pointing at the iPad. And then I got my
Okay.
computer, which is pointing at me.
Gotcha. So the computer is pretty much controlling everything.
That's right.
I love your setup.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks. Actually, I
I
can.
do.
We can remove this thing and there. Yeah, now we can kind of.
Now you know what I want to use your setup for, right?
What's that?
Electric football.
Electric football. Yeah, yeah, I know.
Oh, you got Samuel L. back there.
Oh yeah,
Pulp
yeah. These
Fiction.
are.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. They're all Pulp Fiction pictures. Hold on.
That's nice.
Oh shit! I almost turned the computer off. Whoops.
No, no. I tell you what, just leave that alone for another time.
Yeah, there you go. There. Anyway, yeah, I
Yeah.
made myself some posters. So.
Hey, that's what's up. You got the wolf.
Yeah, the wolf. That's right. Oh, this is one of my favorite quotes. The quote about
Which
being
one?
fast and being curt.
Yeah, there it is.
I don't know.
Well, my favorite moment, that's probably my most favorite moment in the movie, leading up to, well, why didn't you say the wolf was coming? That's all you had to say. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that so everything leading up to that, man, is my
yeah,
favorite. It's
yeah.
definitely my favorite.
I don't say the whole line because
No,
I'm not going to do that.
no,
But when Samuel Jackson says it, it's awesome.
yes, it is. It is. You leave that prune juice out of this conversation, brother.
That's right.
It's not gonna end well for you. I'm telling you, don't do it.
I'm
Don't
not
do it.
going there. So yeah, man, you want to do this with electric football?
Yeah, and look, man, I got my hold on. Got my little pencil. I'm almost ready.
Nice.
Almost ready.
Oh, your
Wait,
camera turned
wait a
off.
minute. Yeah, dang on it. I picked the pencil up and oh, don't do it to me. Now they wants me to. I actually just took it out of the box and set it up there, and it was charging,
Uh-huh.
and it done. Oh,
Turn
you
the
gotta
camera.
be
I
freaking
think
kidding me!
I think there might be a button on the bottom that says settings. Probably have, or it may have. I don't know what's going on with your thing.
Hang in there with me.
All right, no problem.
Hmm. Oh, it's making me go through the tutorial. There we go.
All right. All right, he's back.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. First Timer, Montego Jones.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, I just wanted to make sure I can get on here and
Yeah, it's awesome.
be a part of this one. Man, you're doing something great right now.
Well, thanks.
Really great. It's a change of pace. Uh, man, I think it's gonna just stay at the course. Keep it in the road. I think
Oh, well, thank you,
you're gonna
sir.
love the end because
Appreciate that.
I'm about to jump on that same course here.
All right. All right.
I'm waiting on
Anything
the
I can
pen
do
to
to
charge
support you,
up.
man?
Hey, I appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna bug you too. You're gonna be like, golly, man, just double click the pencil. Just double click it. Yeah,
I love talking about, we've talked about it
yeah.
before. So you set up a little bit. You starting to doodle, or when did you get your
Well,
pencil?
I've had the pencil for over 2 months.
Oh, okay.
First time you and I talked, I went and bought one,
Okay. Gotcha.
and I'm the guy that got an excuse for an excuse. Instead of just jumping out into traffic, I want to wait on a red light, and it's just not working for me. It seems like every day is passing. Like, I give you an example. I was waiting on Saturday to get on here again because I missed last Saturday, and I could have called you all week.
I know, right?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
I know. Yep.
I just killed your flow of drawing just because I want to wait until Saturday and say, "Yo, I'm
I
back."
don't know. By the way, I don't get on here to draw. When I get on here, I draw. But if somebody comes on, it's really more of a social thing for me.
Okay,
I'll draw when you're not interrupting me at all. I don't trust
gotcha,
me. I'll get my drawing in. So
gotcha.
yeah.
So,
Well,
so
listen.
come on.
So I've been doing fine. I was getting ready to talk about this when you jumped on. I've been doing fine with my artwork. Everything's going along. My exercise is not right. I've been like really bad. I'm out of
Yeah,
shape bad. So this dude, I met him. He convinced me to go running with him yesterday. All right, and a few weeks ago, I told my doctor I was going to work up to 25 minutes a day where I could run. Just jog, not super
yeah.
fast, but just get my heart rate up and get a little wind. So
Okay.
I got this friend who he's a runner. I don't like running, but I can't play
Right.
basketball anymore. So it just needs some kind of exercise. Anyway, we were talking, and he's like, when I started, he said he made a commitment to run every day for 7 days. Just that's it. And
Hmm.
at the end of the 7 days, he would reevaluate. And so he did it again, another 7 days. Boom. And then he decided to go for 2 weeks. And then he decided to go for a month. And after a while, he was running every day for like 3 months, And then he was off and running, as it were. So anyway, I told him and made a commitment to myself because I don't want to run every day, really,
Right.
for that long. But I did say I'm going to run for 7 days. I'm going to run every
Okay.
day for 7. And what I do, I don't even run. I go for 2 miles and I walk, and then I run till I get out of breath. Then I walk till I catch my breath, and then I run.
Okay.
It's not super hard. Point is, 7 days, and it's only like a half hour. I mean, I can do that. I can take time out of my day to do a half hour.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do that for 7 days and then reevaluate. Maybe next week I only want to do 5 or 4, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but I also think you could do something similar with art.
Okay.
Like I know a bunch of art. I got a bunch of art friends that we're all always constantly talking about. I want to work on this comic book, or I want to do this project. Da, 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 da. But a lot of them are struggling to get stuff done, or they might be struggling to get started.
Yeah.
Whatever the case may be, making excuses. Is
Hmm.
what we all do. But I thought that'd be a good kind of like a concept to use that same concept with artwork. Like I'm going to
Yeah.
work on my little project half hour a day every day for 7 days. See how far I get. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then try to keep it going after that. So anyway, I think that's all I was going to bring up.
No, that's pretty cool. I mean, that's a great thing. I never once thought about the storyline that
Hmm.
I would go with.
Right,
And I
but I
didn't
mean,
realize to create one first until you made perfect sense. You get all this artwork and no story, then it's double work trying to make it make sense.
yeah, yeah. Well, here's another thing that I always suggest too is, well, there's another thing called 100 Days of Making Comics. And these guys, a lot of people try to participate in this 100 Days of Making Comics. And I think it might be 30 minutes or an hour. Every day you got to work on your comic project. And after 100 days, you'll make a lot, you'll make a lot. But that always struck me as like way too ambitious. 100
Yeah,
days is a long time. So
third of a year.
yeah, right? So you're kind of setting yourself up to fail. I mean, you better be, that would be like me saying, I'm going to run 5 miles tomorrow. You know, I'm going to go out and kill myself. And then the
Yeah.
next week I'm going to be recovering. So uh, I think you should bite off little chunks. So,
Okay.
if you don't think of a 200-page story, then you say, I'm going to write, you know what I mean? Maybe
Yeah.
just think. I know a guy who's on YouTube every day. He does 1-page comics.
Huh.
Every day it's something different, but it's just 1 page. You know what I mean? Some of the books that I was just going through. Uh, Let me just grab one of these. I grab this one. This is oh, you can hang on a second. I don't know if you can see this one or not. Let me move this out of the way. This is these are just all comics, but they're just
Yeah.
one one frame. You know what I mean? Kind of like the Far Side. I don't know if you remember the
Yeah.
Far, but he just does these, 3 times a week, and then after a while, he makes them into a book. After like a year, every year he makes them into a book.
Well,
You know what I mean? So there's a
that's
hundred
not
different
bad.
ways you can do it, but
Wow.
so yeah, you just got to kind of think of
That
what
is
what interests you, I guess.
that is pretty cool, man. All of this is pretty cool. I would have yet to think of this one. Today, I think today I've already started working on characters. I got to come up with a storyline or a plot. So,
Yeah,
just in the cartoon world, what are most cartoons? Which way do they generally lean? Is it most of it samurai
yeah, dude. I
or
mean,
western?
you, yes, yes,
Okay,
you can do whatever you want. You know what I mean?
got you.
Yeah, I think for me, that's where I start with is the characters. I think most people do. They start with the character, come up with some characters, and then just throw them in a situation. Put them in a
But
gunfight. Put them.
how? What was the sound of that again? Because I got to remember.
Yes. Just sound effects, right? You do sound
Got
effects
you.
when you draw.
I don't even want to tell you, man, what I used to do. But okay, I will. I will. So not only would I do the sound effects, and you gotta remember now, I was much younger. So I came up doing the Batman era, Batman and Robin.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
So the Zam,
Yeah,
boom. So I would have more fun drawing it up in the upper left corner
yeah,
because I was always taught left to right.
yeah,
Well, when Robin threw a punch, he always had to come from the opposite side of the picture.
yeah.
So I would just stagger them, and you would think that was the whole storyline of the whole cartoon. Uh, Kaboom, kazam,
Yeah,
wham, everything was an am.
Kablam. That's one of my favorites.
Yeah,
Kablam.
yeah. So if you go through the alphabet and you put AAM at the end of it, you would have it from, Zam, Bam, Cam,
Yeah.
Damn. I mean, it's however you want to do it, man. I'm telling you, AAM will get you a long way.
That's beautiful. That's a beautiful
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Damn, I forgot all about that. I guess that'll be the first one I put up there in my action scene. Yeah. Bam. Bam.
Yeah, that sounds
Uh,
awesome. Yeah, just
but
come
look,
up.
man, I want to ask you this.
Hmm.
Other than picking up the pencil,
Hmm.
have you picked up the clicker? Have you been doing any buzzing?
Yeah, I mean, I played at Bobby's for the last few months.
Okay.
Yeah.
How's the league coming along? Pretty good. Y'all halfway through or finished?
No, I can't make it down to the playoffs, but they're having to finish up the season and they're having a playoff tournament
Oh, okay.
here in
That's
a few
pretty cool.
weeks. So
Gotcha.
I just got so much family stuff going on. And then for me, it's a long drive, and the long drive is tough for me.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
but
everybody.
yeah. So,
Well,
yeah,
I'm
they
going to
got a
need you to
good
put.
league, good group of guys. Yeah.
You're going to have to put the Apex on your to do list.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, that's right up there.
Yeah.
Every time you have it, everybody goes on and on about how great it was.
Well, I hope so, man. I hope people enjoy it. Hope
Yeah.
so. But I'm
Yeah.
learning in this hobby, which you've experienced. The world is a microcosm for what's going on in the big world. And
It's one of the good things about it. I mean, you get everybody, all different
yeah,
kinds of people.
yeah. Well, I would say this, man. I think that mental health is definitely an issue in that. I really do, man. But you have to be able to step aside and evaluate it. You can't just openly or freely give that away. I think, guys, we're all up in age, setting our ways,
Hmm.
bring our own traumas.
That's for sure. Yeah.
So that's my reason for slowing up and picking up a pencil.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
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 I
Yeah.
still love the hobby, but
Yeah. Well, you're great. I mean, you're a great dude because you can
yeah,
you just find the humor in everything. So
I try to.
yeah,
I
yeah.
try to. Yeah.
So I mean, that's good because when you get some drama going on,
Yeah.
I think you have a good perspective on it. That it's just not that important.
It's really not, man. It's if
So
guys just take the grand scheme of life and say, "Hey, I got to go to work in the morning," just
right,
right at the peak of whatever's going on, just tell themselves, "Man, I got to go to work in the morning.
right, yeah.
Everything will be okay. It'll be
Yep.
okay."
Yeah, I
So
think that should be the new rule now. Okay, if you get some fussing going on during an electric
yeah,
football game, uh, somebody needs to come up. Maybe not even the referee. It needs to be like another outside party. Come in and
yeah,
say, "Hey, what time do you have to work tomorrow, Coach?
there it
Coach,
is.
what
Just
time do you have to work
yeah,
tomorrow?"
I think you know what I'm going to implement that at my next event.
Right. You need to
Hey,
have a sign. You need to have a
yeah,
sign just so you can whip it out at any time. What time you got to
that's
go to
it.
work tomorrow?
And look, and just set it right on the board. Just right on the board. Hey,
Just
guys,
keep it
read
in
this.
mind, fellas.
Yeah, keep it all relative, guys. All relative.
You got to get up in the morning, right?
Yeah. And what are you doing here, big guy? Oh, the other thing, question for you, art in the art sense.
Sure.
If you were starting again for the first time, what would you concentrate on being a definite to have or at least attempt to achieve? Whether it's material, tutorials, or adequate space.
Well, I mean, I think like for me, I can definitely have like off the top of my head, I got answers for you. You find a spot you can be comfortable, and find a
Okay.
spot that works for you, right? Like, um, you kind of be realistic, right? Like, hey, I want to draw for an hour today, right? And then you go and you sit right at the kitchen table where everybody's interrupting you, you know.
You're accessible to everything in the
Yeah,
house.
yeah. If that doesn't work for you, like if if you're social and you get interrupted, that's going to get in. Some people can do that, right? They'll keep talking and drawing and be fine. But I mean, you got to be realistic with yourself, you know. Like if you want to get something done, maybe you need to
Yeah.
find an isolated spot. But then you also got to be like comfortable. You can't be, you know, uh, sitting in your car or something. I mean, I don't
Right.
know.
Got you.
But then the other thing I think is really important is like to be relaxed and have fun. This is besides the finding the space. Be relaxed and have fun. So my wife she's actually an artist as well, but she
Oh,
hasn't drawn anything since high school. She has some real nice artwork from high school.
yeah.
She doesn't draw anymore. All right. So
Okay.
I was like, when I met her, she was like 30, right? I'm like, and she showed me her artwork. And I was like, wow, this is fantastic. We should, draw together sometime. She says, no, I don't draw anymore. I'm like, well, you can do it. Come on, right? I'm telling her.
Yeah.
So I tell her my philosophy, right? Sit down, draw something, have fun, relax. So she goes to draw a leaf, right? I think she had a picture of a leaf and a paper clip on it or something like that. She's gonna draw
Yeah.
that for like 2 hours, man. She was drawing that leaf for and and she got part of the leaf done,
Yeah.
and she was not having fun at all, And I realized like I'm sorry. I apologize. I see why you don't draw anymore.
Yeah.
She wasn't having fun with it.
Stress level was at all
Yeah,
time
right.
high.
She's such a perfectionist, and she was good
Yeah.
at it, but it was just, she doesn't do it, because for her it's just not enjoyable. But like if I was to say to you, hey, draw this leaf with a paperclip on there, start drawing like little getting super detailed. Don't do that. Just take 3 seconds. Give yourself 3 seconds. Draw that leaf. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? The important thing is to finish whatever you're doing. Enjoy it and
Yeah.
finish it and have it be done. Maybe it's not very good, but it's done. Maybe it's not very good. Like you think you can do better, but finish. The important thing is
Got
to
you.
finish whatever you're
Okay.
working. Because I've met so many artists who are working on something, but they never finish it. And to me, that's got
Got
to
you.
be very frustrating, is to
Yeah.
not have anything to show at the end of it. You spend an hour drawing something, whether it's a face or a character or whatever, kind of get it to where it's done, that way you can at least, even if you don't want to show it to somebody, you can look at it and say, yeah, I drew that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Does that make
Yeah.
sense?
It makes a lot of sense.
That's my big thing. That's my philosophy, really, truly, is
That's
finish.
one of the things I need to work on, man. Is just being able to finish something
Mhm.
other than a dinner plate. Now I can finish a dinner plate. I can finish a beer. I can finish a stiff drink. Now ask me to finish a task at work, uh, a
Yeah.
task doing anything that I deem not credible.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
But
just a
look,
waste of
like
time.
like when you want to get your Steelers team together and get ready for the season,
Yeah,
you get them ready and you get them all set to go. And that to me is artwork too. But
I'll be honest. I don't.
you don't.
No,
There's always more you could do.
this is the true story. Number one, painting is it's it's a
Mother
it's
Hubbard.
yes, there it is. So since I've been in the hobby, without knowing or thinking, I played with a different team every season.
Hmm.
I never paint them. I tweak them, but never paint them. So every year is a new team, a new identity.
Yeah. But at
I
some
have a
point,
team that I'm
you
trying to
are
get
prepared for
together.
you. But at
Yeah.
some point, you get it prepared. You are prepared for a to play.
Yes. Yes.
That's your, like every piece of artwork that you do can always
Okay.
be made better, right?
Yeah.
Like I can, all my drawings are to a certain level. They can spend more time on and get them better. But at some point, I'm done. I got to be able to say I'm finished. This is what I'm putting on the page. It's done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
that's what I'm talking about.
Gotcha.
You know
Okay.
what I
Makes
mean?
more sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
And put a pin in. We'll come back real quick. The paper, I guess, what makes your screen feel like you're writing or drawing on paper.
Hmm.
Does it really make a difference? And have you
Oh,
tried it?
they have like they have like little um what do you call them, like
Paper light, paper mic, something.
yeah, they have a little thing that you can put on your iPad and it
Yeah.
makes it.
Do
Yeah,
you
I've
have
never tried
anything
that
on yours?
before. I've never tried that before.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know if it'd make a difference or not. I wouldn't. Actually, it sounds kind of cool. I wouldn't mind trying it, but I've never tried it before. I'm perfectly happy with just the iPad and the pencil. So,
Oh, there it is.
but yeah,
Sounds like a winner, man.
yeah. My thing is, real. My truly
Yeah.
is find a decent spot where you can feel comfortable, and then, you know, work on stuff. Don't be too picky about it. Don't be too. Draw some characters, whatever you
Yeah.
want to work on. Draw a tank with a big giant gun on it. You know what I mean?
Sounds
Whatever,
sweet.
whatever's
Yeah.
fun. And then draw a gunfight. I mean, and then
Anything.
keep it moving. And after a while, you start get your feel of where you want to go.
Okay.
So if I
Wow.
I don't like to give advice. Maybe I do like to give advice, but I probably shouldn't. But
Oh
that would be
no,
my
man.
advice.
That was one that I asked for. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I asked for that one. So we want to say not advice. That was tutelage. Yeah,
Cool.
tutelage. Yeah. Man, so tell me, does the hat provide an alter ego or is it
Yes.
the shirt?
Both. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to incorporate one.
Right on. Right on. So you're thinking about doing like streaming like this?
I don't know if people would really want to hear my voice.
Oh, you do. You got a great voice. I don't like to
Yeah,
hear my own voice. I can tell you that.
that part. Don't like hearing my own voice and content. I realize, man, with the thing you guys do, you have to have content because without it, you're just rambling.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not. Yeah. I'm not. Actually, I'm not real good. That's why I got on with Mr. National, is because he's a good talker. I mean, he sounds
Okay.
good and
Yeah.
it can just flow. I'm not real good with that. So when I get on here by myself, sometimes it's like, oh, I kind of have to have a little list of stuff that I'm going to talk about because I feel like I
Gotcha.
struggle. But
Gotcha.
that's why I like it when like yourself comes on, or like Cat and Paste. She's an artist,
Yeah.
and they're watching and sort of commenting and
Well,
stuff.
guess what? I thought that I just see it down here in the corner. It says, I don't like to give advice, so here's my advice.
Yeah, I think she's kind of
She's
making fun of me.
she was. But look, it popped up and I thought it was AI, a little artificial intelligence. I didn't realize that was an actual person.
Well, it could be an AI. I guess I really don't know. But she's got me convinced she's an artist. So
Well, she got you on that one though, because you did say that.
I did. So yeah,
Cool.
yeah, you could do it, dude. I've seen you on, doing your draft picks or whatever. I think
Yeah.
the
You know
one.
what the key to that is, man? You know I'm really not even drinking. People think I am, I'm not. It's all props and sweet tea.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. I picked that up from Richard Pryor.
Oh, really? Is that what he would do?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
He found out, trying to think, it was one stand up that he realized that he didn't enjoy being drunk, but
Mhm.
the crowd enjoyed him drinking. And he
Oh,
would
that's
miss
right.
cues in his jokes.
Right. Gotcha.
So he decided to fake it.
So he used to bring a cup out on stage, or
A cup, tea,
huh?
or what was it? Was tea? I think it was tea and something else because nobody wanted to see him drink water.
Right. Yeah. No.
They
Yeah.
felt like when they saw a song with water, the show wasn't any good. And he said that had some of his best punchlines in it. Yeah, so yeah, it's all a prop.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah,
Well played. Well played.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, man, I enjoyed this. You gonna get back to drawing, or are you done?
No, I'm gonna draw for a little bit, and then
All right.
I got a busy day ahead. I got to do some running. Not looking forward to that.
So you're really gonna run? You went out and bought your fresh pair of running shoes, some hookahs,
Yeah, that's right, man. I got some
or some?
sneakers, and
Yeah.
got
Hey,
my little sweatband, and I'm ready. So
listen. If you want to make my day, do me a favor. Come out in the attire from 1987 track, headband, wristband. We don't need to see your track shorts. It's okay. Basketball shorts would do. Pull your socks up.
That's right.
Yeah,
You don't
pull
have
your
to tell
socks
me. I know what to do.
up. Yeah, yeah. Just tell me the next track star is on his way.
I'll take a picture. You got it.
Hey man, I'll be waiting on that. I'll be waiting. Well, look,
Cool.
Paul, you go ahead, man, and you get back started. And I'm gonna watch you for a minute,
All
and then
right.
I'm gonna doodle, and I'm
Cool.
definitely gonna try to hit you up, man.
Yeah, yeah. Whenever you're ready, anytime. Call me
Got
this
you.
week sometime because it'd be a good break for me. So
Okay, I'll do
yeah.
that.
Cat
I'll
and
do that.
Paste says she's actually a real person. If she was AI, she'd be smarter.
Ah, pretty cool, cat. Pretty cool. Well, just jump on next time he's on, so with the punchline, so I can write them down because they're good.
Nice. All
They're
right,
good.
Tago.
All
It's
right, be
good
good.
catching up, man. Thank you.
Yep,
Thanks
it
for coming
is.
on.
Hey, anytime and see you, cat.
All right. See you, Tago. All right. That was awesome. Thanks, Tago, for breaking up my day, man. That's what this is all about. All right, let me go. So, hey, Kat, how are you? What are you up to? Are you? I saw the. I'm curious what you're. Curious what your. I saw your like the cover to the book. I'm still not sure. I know what like what that's about. Is it like an adult coloring book? Because now I saw the cover has your name on and Cat and Paste on there. So I'm curious, like what you're working on. It's really nice artwork. Anyway, I'm gonna keep working on this. This guy right here. He's got some big giant boots. You know what his boots need? They need buckles. Boots like this would have buckles around the back. I like this. If you were AI, you'd be smarter. That's good. Okay, maybe I should check out this Joanna Basford adult coloring book. She sold millions of copies worldwide. I got you. Okay, so then you color it and then you paste or you post that on your Instagram. Is that what it is? Am I understanding that right? That's the title page to the coloring book I drew Alice in because I couldn't help myself. Okay, see, yeah, all right, that's awesome. I would go look right now, but I'm afraid I'll mess up my little broadcast here. I know Dee Dee would have you up on the screen already and be talking all about it and stuff. I'm not that agile. She's a veteran at it. There, I like those boots. How do you think? Dang, I hate when I do that. Where's the undo button on this thing? There we go. Boom. That's the gang right there. Yeah, that's really nice. I like the fact that you drew that in, and added that to the picture. That's really cool. It looks great. That's amazing. I'll have to look up Joanna Basford too. And the artwork is really something. So if you guys want to see what I'm talking about, check out Find Cat and Paste. And I think the little on Instagram is the same little picture of like the eye right there. And let's see. I like this guy's shoes. Well, thank you. I like them too. I think I need some boots like that for myself. Not to go running in though. All right, let's see. Now I'm going to go back to cheating. What I mean by cheating is tracing this car back in the background. So what are you up to today, Cat and Paste? Are you doing any art today or other stuff? Like, what are we doing today? Oh, well, today is my daughter's 12th birthday. So we're taking her out to lunch later after I go running. And then tonight we're taking her roller skating, which in the past when we've taken her roller skating, I roller skate. But I am not a good roller skater. So tonight I'm not roller skating because I think I'm going to be tired from running. But roller skating is a lot of fun. Tego, my friend that was just on, I think he's a roller skater, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I wish I would have asked him while he was on. If you're still watching, Tego, are you a roller skater? Do you roller skate? Because I'll be at the rink tonight. All right, let's do this. Thank you, Cat and Paste. Yes, 12. She's a real treat. She's a lot of fun. And then roller skating, rollerblading is great fun. Roller skating, not so much. Yeah, really. See, now rollerblading is a little too tough for me. I fall down enough on roller skates. Rollerblading, I'd fall down more. But I get your point. Plus, rollerblading is better for outdoors too, right? I guess I don't really know. But I see people rollerblading outdoors, which is good exercise, which is a good thing. We have to get our exercise. So that's what I was talking about earlier. Was I have some short-term goals, like I'm going to run every day for 7 days. I ran yesterday and today, and I'll run all week. Not far. I mean, it's going to be walking and running, but I'm trying to build up. But for right now, my short-term goal is run for 7 days. But I think that could apply to working on your art projects too. For those of us that are, kind of struggling to get the art done that we would like to, I think it might be a good thing to, set some short-term goals. Like I'm going to work on art every day for a half hour or an hour for 7 days. Instead of like they have the 100 days of making comics, which I think is great. But that's a big goal. Maybe start with something smaller that you can work, that you can actually succeed at. Then you feel good about yourself. You didn't fail, and then you build upon that. Just build and build and build. That's what I'm going to try to do with running. And I was thinking maybe that's good advice, because I know everybody wants my advice. Maybe that's good advice too with art. So thank you. I don't like giving advice, but since you didn't ask, I'll give you my advice. So anyway, I think the idea is just to do art, make art, make art, make art, make art. So there you go. I have all the answers, folks. I'm here every Saturday morning. Man, I've been going for an hour and a half. This is pretty good. I don't. My advice is making you cry. Is that what's going on? By the way, the name of this gang that I'm drawing right now is called the Heavy Metal Cartel. They specialize in making, heavy metal stuff like giant cars, trucks, and things. And they sort of supply all the heavy metal for the gangs all around town. So this is the Heavy Metal Cartel. And they look tough, right? This character, his name is Drive Shaft. I'm going to give you, there's spoiler alert. Later in the book, he dies. He gets killed. I have it written out how he dies, but I think it could be better. Like it could be more gruesome. And so I want to kind of change it up, but I got to think of a better way for him to die. So I might change it up. I might not. I guess I would like to, but if I don't think of anything before then, I won't. They do look tough. Oh no, you're going to kill him. Oh yeah, that's the fun. Well, thanks for. I hope they look tough. That's what I'm going for. See, these lines, they don't have to be super exact. Just got to get them in there close. You know? Just got to get the idea. Just an idea of what's going on here. I'm starting to sound like Bob Ross. Put a happy little wheel in there. Let's get crazy. Let's put a tire down here. What do you say? There we go. Fill some of this stuff in. All right, I'm getting there. What do you think? It's coming along, right? Am I right? It's kind of fun to draw this big giant truck like this. With all this stuff on it. All this gear. Just little details of little things. It's pretty fun. Right there. Boom. Just like that. Put this rack on top. I don't know what's all up in here. Like wires or something. Cabling. Just kind of making stuff up here. So Cat Pace says, I never knew who Bob Ross was till I watched Dee Dee streams. Is that right? That's wild. Yeah, do you like him? It looks fantastic. Truck is perfect for this scene. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I got a couple of them back. I'm going to draw a couple of them back here. Yeah, so you never knew who Bob Ross was. That's funny. Dee Dee turned you on to him, huh? He's a trip, man. I've actually gone on my iPad, watched Bob Ross, and tried to like follow along using my iPad. I wasn't good at all, but it was actually pretty fun. Like I used different paintbrushes and stuff on here. Yeah, it was pretty fun. So yeah, I got another truck to put behind. Look at that. Got something on there. Cat paces. No, Bob scares me. Oh, I can understand that. He's weird. He's a weird dude, for sure. I don't know. I think you can get through it. You seem to be sticking with me a little while here. All right. Let's got another one back here. My man, Bob Ross. Cat said maybe Bob's an acquired taste. Yeah, he's like craft beer or coffee, you know. I don't know, like I think he used to come on like PBS on Saturday afternoons. And so, I mean, when there wasn't that much entertainment on, he was unique. You know, it wasn't like you could just get on YouTube and watch art videos and stuff. I mean, you had to wait till Saturday afternoon when Bob Ross was coming on. Actually, no, I think he used to come on during the day. I think it was while if we were kids, it was while we were in school because I think he was popular with older folks, you know, like they were at home during the day, like retirees and stuff. Um, but I mean, back then you couldn't just get on YouTube, you know. So if you wanted, and there was a big. I mean, now you know, I think there's a lot of people that like watching. I know I like watching people draw and make art, and so there's a ton of stuff, you know. But back then, Bob Ross was one of the only things that like that. So uh, that was the thing, you know. And I think back in the day, I think everybody kind of knew who he was. I don't think everybody watched it. It wasn't super popular, but anybody who had an interest in art certainly that was one of the few things they could watch. Now, as you know, Kat, there's just a gazillion outlets for this, right? Me here doing this, one of them. My meager, my meager offering. One of the great things about him is in like within 30 minutes he would finish an entire, you know, painting. Oh, I better mute myself for a minute here. Here comes birthday girl. Hey Jules. Oh yeah, she is ready to go. Open some presents and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. I think I unmuted, didn't I? Yeah. Back in action here. But yeah, nowadays there's just a ton of art videos, you know. One of my favorites is Christopher Runciman every day at 2 p.m. Eastern, where I think that's where we met. Kat, um, yeah, she's really excited. Usually she sleeps in pretty late. She was up real early this morning, as was I. Um, but yeah, let's see. I really like watching Chris. Dee Dee's really good. She's just, you know, I don't know how long she's been doing it, but she's really polished. And then I like Josh Kimball. I just hearing him talk and the things that he talks about, I find interesting. And then, yeah, the art casters are really good. And um, I was talking earlier. One of my favorites is Jamar Nicholas. He comes on Thursday nights. Pencil to Pencil. He also has a Wednesday night broadcast called Pencil to Pencil, where him and a couple other artists usually interview an artist, and it's really good. I mean, they have this last week he had Eric Larson on, and Eric Larson's, I mean, he's worked on major like Marvel and DC stuff. He's the one that invented the for Image Comics. The now I can't think of the character's name. He's a green dude with a big fin on his head. Anyway, Eric, that's Eric Larson. I'm pretty sure. I didn't watch it, but point is they have pretty renowned artists on there. And they interview them, and anyway, Jamar's really cool dude, and he's one of my favorite YouTube shows to watch with regards to art. He comes on the Pencil to Pencil is on Wednesday nights at 8, I think, and then Coffee Break with Jamar is at Thursday nights at 9. Must see TV is what I call it. So yeah, YouTube's been really fun for the last few years. Really, when the pandemic started was when I kind of really got into it. As far as like watching it, there's just so much good content on here. So, in the good community, I really have really enjoyed it. Kat says Christopher is a fun talent for sure. Yeah, he's amazing. His art is so good, and he talks really well. He's entertaining, and yeah, he's something else for sure. And he drew my picture, and I was surprised how fun that was. I I really enjoyed watching him do that. That was cool. I guess I don't know if I've ever had that before. I've drawn people's pictures a lot, and they always tell me it's fun, but I figure they're just being nice or something. But I don't know, maybe I'll believe them because I really enjoyed that. That was fun. It's kind of embarrassing to admit it, but it was fun. I think I'll be on here for another. Let's see, I'll go for another 15 minutes. I've been going for almost. I'll probably go to another 15 minutes. Will put me at 2 hours. When I get done with page 50 here, I'm going to take a break and work on some other stuff. And like I said, I've got some writing that I'd like to do. Like I said, I got the whole story written, but I want to sort of improve some parts of it, change it up a little bit as I've been going through it and thinking of things. So I'll take a break from drawing here. And so I don't know what I'm going to do on Saturday morning cartoons next week, but we'll see. Kat says, you do amazing caricatures yourself. Well, thank you, Kat. I appreciate that. I think we're all a bit narcissistic. Yes, I think so. I agree with you. Why else would we do this silly, YouTubing business? Or just drawing and trying to show off, I definitely think so, Kat. I agree. But we're nice narcissists, right? Is there such a thing? I think sometimes I get caught up in too much of the details here. I should just take my own advice and kind of go with the flow, man. All right, all right. All right, all right, all right. This is cool. I started coloring for fun. It's quickly gotten me over 3,500 Instagram followers. So now I can't stop because I'm a nice narcissist. Wow. 3,500. I can't even imagine. That's neat. Wow. I almost think I'd be unhappy with that much. I feel way too much pressure. Wow. That's cool. How long have you been doing it, Kat? And do you feel pressure now, or are you still enjoying it just as much as when you started? I'm curious. I don't want that many followers, man. I think I would start freaking out. This guy's gonna be covered in tattoos. So is this guy. That'll be fun. And I'll just scribble them on. I won't even, try to draw them good at all. Just scribble. Wow. I think I'm done with this guy. Hold on. This is some kind of winch on the front of this truck. Kat says, no pressure, but I'm wondering now if my own real art would have as much success. Well, I would be interested. I can't speak for the 3,499 others, but I would be very interested in it. That's why, speaking of the AI stuff, this may be naive on my part, but my hot take on the AI stuff is that everybody's kind of freaking out about. All the fears and concerns may be legit. I don't know how it's all going to play out. I'm kind of just curious to watch. But one thing is, I'm just not interested in it that much, because if a person didn't make it, I don't know, it just doesn't appeal to me. I'm interested in the art, and part of the art to me is the person behind it or the people behind it. I think, so I'm not too worried about it. Like, use it, go have at it, because I just don't think it's going to replace people doing art, because people are interested in other people and what other people are doing. So that's to say, like, the art that you're putting up of Joanna and Bassford and yourself is like a collaboration between the two of you. But I would be really interested in seeing, like, the fact that you told me you drew the title or your name and the character in the front there. I was like, oh, that's the part of the drawing that I'm interested in. So I don't know if that makes sense or not. I think I might be doing it this summer. Let's see how that looks. There we go. Cool. Not bad. Just got to draw some like background and some buildings in the back. Be good to go. Oh, Kat says, Joanna has reposted some of my coloring and she calls it a collaboration also. Yeah. I mean, I think it looks great. I mean, you could tell like the drawings are really awesome, and they would be even if they were just in black and white. I haven't seen them that way, but your coloring is just fantastic. It looks really, really great. That's cool. So she likes them too. I mean, that's amazing. And she sold millions. So there you go. Yeah. I would love to see some of your original. Each of those, so much character. Can't decide which one. I could tell you which one I like the best right here. My favorite is this guy, and it's because he's got shorts on and socks, and he's got dress shoes. He's got no shirt, sunglasses. I don't even know if they're sunglasses. What kind of? And then he's got dress shoes on. That's why he's my favorite character. But this dude's a bad dude. He's kind of cool. He's got a mohawk and a wife beater. And then this guy looks like everybody's like, Dad, what is he doing here? But they're all like, they're all Motorhead kind of guys, They all work on cars and stuff. So that's why they're the heavy metal cartel. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Kat. Yeah, that right there is one frame. And then this will be the whole page like that. So I haven't really started on the other frame yet. But thank you. I just got to put a background in there. And this one, it'll be pretty easy. It'll just be, the horizon, which should never be right in the middle, but it's going to be right in the middle. It's going to be right in the middle. Boom. Just like that. Don't put your horizon in the middle. But you know what? Maybe I'll put some buildings. Like that. Some nonsense like that in the background. There, I think that should do the trick for that. Then let's do the tats. The tattoos will be like so. Go to the color frame. We'll add one up here. So that'll be the tattoos. Don't you wish making real tattoos could go this fast? There we go. Look at all those tattoos all over this dude. Ooh, he is scary. He's going to have some on his head, too. Because why not? There we go. And this guy is not quite so covered. Why are tattoos scary? They're not scary anymore. They're so common now. They're not, you see somebody with tattoos, it's not really scary. I think it used to be everybody with a tattoo was slightly scary. Now it's not so rare. There we go. Gone are the days of prison tattoos. Yeah, now like you see housewives and regular salesmen and stuff. They got tattoos. It's not a big deal anymore, is it? See young people with them, old people. I don't know. Maybe they made this guy's skin too dark. Let's see. That works. I could try lighter. Maybe I'll do a little lighter. How would we do this? So where are we at here? Put him right there. Make him lighter like that. Now let's have a look at his tattoos. There we go. Oh, Cat says, gotta head out. Catch you later. Happy birthday to your daughter. Thanks for the fun stream. Thank you for stopping by. It's good chatting with you, Cass. And thanks for the happy birthday wish. Have a great day. Catch you later. Yeah, I'm going to wrap up pretty soon here, too. Probably do a little bit of coloring here and get started with this stuff. Got a birthday to celebrate. I could hear some commotion upstairs. Things are starting to move. There we go. Those guys look cool, man. This is my favorite dude. The dress shoes is the ticket, man. Let me color him in. The dress shoes and the white and this dress socks. Wearing shorts. That's so funny. Should I give him some dark socks or some light socks? Yeah, there we go. All right, I think I'm going to call it a day. This is what I got so far, page 50. I'll finish this later on. I'll work faster when I'm not on the stream here. But hope you all have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. Peace. See ya.